Is the fear of missing out on a market trend or a customer desire, is it pushing you to act or is it holding you back? Hi, my name is Richard Kielbaum, and I want to delve into this subject today. You know, your customers move on in their own self-interest, and your competitors can take advantage of even subtle shifts in their desires. So how do you take advantage of that instead of being a victim of that? We're going to talk about understanding FOMO, or fear of missing out, as a survival mechanism that's linked to social belonging. Evolutionary psychology tells us we're afraid of being left behind by the tribe. The tribe provided security and resources to the point of being necessary for survival. Today, this need transforms into a desire to stay connected with trends or advancements or people in your circle of influence. It sparks anxiety about being left behind. So it's just a normal response to being a human being. But rather than letting it hang you up, you can use it as a signal to reevaluate what's valuable to pursue. This perspective allows you to break free from indecision by distinguishing real opportunities from distractions. Here's an interesting brain science thing. There's an area of the brain called the habenula. It causes paralysis and demotivation. You can call it a loss circuit. When it anticipates a negative outcome, it effectively freezes our actions to avoid the pain of loss. In cases of FOMO-induced indecision, the habenula might treat missed opportunities as losses. It intensifies the fear of taking any action at all. That understanding suggests a practical approach. Let's act in small steps that don't carry high stakes of losses along the way. By lowering the perceived risk of loss, we avoid triggering the habenula's freeze response and encourages momentum even in the face of uncertainty. So number 3, let's combat overthinking with experimental action. Studies in cognitive psychology emphasize that action, even small exploratory steps, provide clarity faster than overanalysis. So when fear of missing out leads to indecision, a strategy of experimental action, in other words, testing the waters without overcommitting, can break the cycle of hesitation. Instead of committing fully, taking small actions to gauge results can reveal what truly resonates with customers and aligns with your purposes and goals. This approach helps individuals to learn iteratively, reducing FOMO by actively exploring rather than imagining worst-case scenarios. So fourth, we're going to talk about shifting focus from short-term rewards to long-term purpose. Research on motivation highlights that individuals driven by purpose rather than short-term impulses show greater resilience in decision-making. By cultivating a strong vision of your long-term legacy or mission, you can navigate shifts in customer or market demands with less fear of missing out on short-term demands and trends. This purposeful focus supports clarity. It helps you to prioritize actions that align with larger goals rather than reacting impulsively to each market shift. Ultimately, the fear of missing out can be redirected as a cue to deepen your understanding of long-term goals and make purposeful decisions. Acting from this perspective transfers FOMO from a barrier into a motivator for more intentional, lasting achievements.